technical difficulties.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Am I Going to Die? I'm Dr. Jeffrey Alps, Medical Director of the Ear, Nose, and Throat Institute. Co-hosting with me,
none other than Melissa Moritz, Chief Marketing Officer for today.
And
Chief Accountability Officer.
And there's a lot more you're going to find out about her today in this episode of Am I Going to Die from Alcohol. Now, I think most people would agree that alcoholism is a major health issue, and yes, you can die from it.
He just did it again.
What?
You
I think everybody knows that. I think everybody knows that. And so why are we doing an episode on something that
We're
there's
giving
a lot
you
of
hope.
public knowledge? I mean, a lot of public knowledge about alcoholism is out there, but this is Alcohol Awareness Month.
April.
And you're going to hear a lot about it this month. So we wanted to dispel some myths and talk factually about some things that we think might be interesting about alcoholism that may apply to you or your family members. And honestly, I can relate this back to your nose and throat. So I'll be
really.
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
I
can't.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk
figure
about
this
that.
one out.
You know what? I've heard a very interesting term. Let's see, alcohol something disease that I wanted to talk. I've never heard that term.
So while you look for that,
April is Alcohol Awareness Month.
That's
why we're doing this.
But to this year's theme, so I guess every year's theme for Alcohol Awareness Month, I'm big fan of theme. I didn't know that. Help for today, hope for tomorrow. And you just said hope. So
yes,
the theme. We're here to give you some
help
and some hope.
Well, because you may have, I found it, alcohol use disorder. How's that for, placating and saying something nicely? Hey, you're an alcoholic, or you have an alcohol-related disorder.
Use disorder.
Use disorder.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, everything's getting a new name. PC all over the place. So, okay. So you're driving. I'm answering.
Oh boy.
Drive
I
this
love
car.
it when I get behind the wheel.
When you're behind the wheel of alcoholism. Okay, see, there's so much.
Don't drink
let's talk about,
and drive.
Yeah, don't drink and drive.
And we have not had alcohol before this episode.
That is correct. We are high on life.
Yes, we have hope for tomorrow. So this weekend, did you know, this weekend is alcohol-free weekend.
No, I did not.
From April 5th to the 7th, 72 hours free of alcohol.
You know what? And what's interesting about that?
Are you doing it?
72 hours. I'm going to talk about some facts right now. Okay. If you can get through 72 hours without alcohol, without feeling the need for it, then you're probably not an alcoholic, right? Or that's really the point of the 72 hours, right?
I don't know. There's a big mom culture out there that needs their wine.
That's right. Well, there's a big culture of people that need those moms to need their wine.
Right.
But that's not a bad thing. I mean, Italians, right?
Oh, he's going straight for the jugular.
I know. It's a good thing. Well, it's been shown in studies.
Let's talk about
Italian
Italians and their red wine.
Well, they've been drinking red wine for a long time, and they start at an earlier age. In fact, I don't know there's an alcohol limit in some places.
Not in Italy. You can just drink red wine at dinner. And guess what? Then you never become an alcoholic.
Well, you probably just learn how to handle alcohol, and you understand that it's not, it's just a part of the culture of food. It's not about alcoholism. It's about the whole experience.
Right. So I think that is truly what it comes down to. It's that you don't abuse your alcohol, that you take it in moderation.
Plus, usually it's in little bitty glasses instead of big
goblets.
Right. That we use. I mean, that's right. Big goblet, little bit of wine. Anyway.
So how about we dive into some myths and facts?
Let's do it.
I do the myth, you do the fact.
Well, I'm going to try.
So I can drink and still be in control of my life.
Well, you can be, depending on how much you drink. Are you dependent on it, right? And there's a difference, right? There's tolerance, which means you need more to get the relief by using alcohol, because you're using alcohol for some purpose. And when it requires more, then you're in trouble. That's tolerance. And tolerance is the first step in leading to, if you will, addiction, the requirement that you have to have alcohol.
So you can grow intolerance to alcohol?
Yes. You may need more of it, just like anything else or other drugs. Because it is a drug, it's just more socially acceptable.
This was a very interesting one. I thought you could do this. You can sober up quickly if you have to. Like if automatic, I've been at a party, I've been drinking a lot,
Right.
Getting tipsy, and then if I need to, I could sober up quickly.
No, the old adage of drink some coffee,
Yes.
right, eat some food.
Right.
Well, that just means you're going to be awake and drunk, right? Because it has to be metabolized, and nothing gets past that. There's nothing that can help metabolize the alcohol any faster. Now, you can push it through the kidneys, but faster by getting an IV, but then that's not anything practical. You need to be in the emergency room if you ever are concerned that you have toxicity, and which has happened. I mean, we hear reports every year about younger people that die, either hazing, just
Right.
drinking. They don't know enough not to drink, and you can die not just from having alcohol, but because you lose other bodily functions. You vomit and you aspirate and suck
Right.
it down your lungs, you get pneumonia and you die. Certainly can have a wreck, anything that tuns your ability to function normally. Again, we're repeating a lot of things everybody knows, so let's find some other myths.
Okay, well, this one, I didn't know this, that beer doesn't have as much alcohol as liquor.
Not necessarily,
I didn't know that.
right? Because generally the alcohol equivalent for 80 proof drink is the same as a 12-ounce beer or 5 ounces
Liquor
of wine.
before beer, there's a saying, I should have practiced it. Never sicker, liquor.
I don't know. The fact that you don't know it is a good sign
anybody
is
back
what
there?
I would say right now, right?
Liquor before beer, never sicker, beer before liquor, something. Darn, I should have gotten that for you. It was a phrase. I thought I was actually living off of that phrase, trying to make sure I drank the right thing before the right thing. I guess that's a myth.
I guess so. No,
'Cause it
drinking
doesn't
is drinking. It's
matter, right?
alcohol.
Right. So how about learning to hold your liquor?
Well, that's tolerance. So people say, well, if I drink a little bit more, then I can do it out in public. That just means you're tolerant to it.
Well, okay, and then what about the myth, because I did really live by this one, that because I was shorter than everybody else, I would get drunk faster?
Well, you have a smaller
Smaller
body.
tolerance?
No, you just have less body to consume that alcohol in,
Oh.
right?
So a big body gets drunk slower?
No, but alcohol is proportional. It's just like any medication. You measure the medication and give it based on weight for metabolism. So people that don't have as much metabolism can't metabolize the alcohol as fast. But no, everybody can get drunk fairly easily.
Wow. So how about, in all seriousness, drinking and driving is something you should never do. So this thought of, well, I can manage my drinks well enough to drive.
Not true, but the only way to know, I guess, is practice, and you shouldn't really practice that now, should you? I mean, if you're drinking, you should not be driving. And they
have
some
those
studies.
cars now.
They do. They
that
actually have breathalyzers you can
smells-
use, right? And you can use the law. The law would be don't blow a certain number, and then you legally can drive. Does that mean it's not impairing you? No, it doesn't. Right?
Don't
Just like people that don't smoke cigarettes can smoke a cigarette and have a nicotine high. That can affect your ability to drive. So it's not just alcohol.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, you can have.
You can get high on nicotine?
If you don't smoke cigarettes or cigars or something, then you can have a
No.
little. Yeah.
Okay, if I've given you nothing more that you didn't know about today, then you've just learned that.
Yeah.
Come
there
on.
you go. Yeah, that's true.
Huh,
Good on you.
I
Ask
had no
somebody.
idea. I obviously don't smoke. So how about this? A drink before bed helps you sleep better.
Well, it's thought that it interrupts your sleep pattern. So generally, no. It just decreases your anxiety. But it's multifactorial why you're not sleeping. So if you're drinking and you tend to have obstructive sleep apnea, ENT related.
Oh, I knew
I'm
he was
bringing
going to bring
right?
it in.
So you're snoring, right? It makes your snoring worse because it makes you relax. And so it contributes to the snoring and obstructive sleep apnea. That's not good. There's
So
one
if
example.
you're like a spouse or a partner to somebody and you're hoping to get a good night's sleep, don't give that person alcohol.
Well, it's probably not you giving it to them, it's them taking
Oh,
it. And whether
well.
you're going to stop them from it's another question.
Yeah.
But alcohol it's a depressant, okay? But it is somewhat of an anxiolytic generally for most people. Not all
Okay.
people.
This one is another good one. Vomiting can help you sober up and prevent hangovers.
Well, only for the amount of alcohol you've consumed that doesn't go into your system, yes, but whatever is in your system is already there.
I really thought you could vomit and be all better.
No, you can't vomit and all of a sudden, oh, in 10 minutes, I'm not inebriated anymore. I'm not drunk or I'm not tipsy. Whatever got you there is already in.
The spins, they're the worst.
Yeah, when you're spinning, vomiting, that's why you vomit. Ear, nose, and throat related again because you have the sensation of vertigo, which then makes you nauseated, plus the irritation of the alcohol in the stomach, too. So anything that irritates the stomach, plus that spinning because of the alcohol in the central nervous system is a problem.
So why do it?
Right? Well,
Right.
doing that to excess is a problem.
That's crazy. So maybe you do want to be alcohol-free this weekend and just
try
enjoy
it.
your life.
See what happens. Right? That's right.
Well, there's this one.
Bring
I
it.
don't know. Alcohol makes sex better.
Well, it's shown to be a depressant, but it can be an anxiolytic. So if there's anxiety associated with having sex, then drinking can calm that down. Right?
Anxiety with having sex. What's anxiolytic? You keep bringing up that word.
It
and
means
I never heard it.
you're anxious, making yourself less anxious. Yes, that's true.
I'm going to use that word from now on. It's in my dictionary. Anxiolytic. I'm going to get anxiolytic on you.
Okay, fantastic. That would be welcome certainly on this set.
And on my marketing team,
Yeah,
you
marketing.
think?
It's good.
Yeah.
I know. Everybody's shaking their head in this room. Alex, I can't see you, but I know she's giggling right now.
So this myth, I think we would all know this. Is it a myth or a fact? Alcohol is non-addictive substance. Let's dispel that one.
Yeah, well, it is. But there are degrees. There are dependencies that may be emotional, not chemical, right? But tolerance can occur when you need more alcohol to have your anxiety relieved. I keep using anxiety because a lot of people do that to calm down. But then you may need more. And if you start needing more, that's a sign that you're headed toward alcoholism.
So that leads us to our next one. Alcohol causes alcoholism.
Well, let's talk about it. There are two factors. There are genetics, right? And there's environmental, how much you drink. There are predispositions for alcohol metabolism that lead to higher potential, if you will, of being an alcoholic, and it runs in certain races. Like we know a lot of Asian descendants or people from what we consider Asia have an alcohol dehydrogenase deficiency. It's genetic. They don't process the alcohol as quickly. Then there are American Indians have a high propensity toward alcoholism, but it always takes the alcohol in addition to that to be an alcoholic.
Well, I read a factoid that said that light-eyed Americans of European descent are more likely to be and consume alcohol
Well, I
than
don't.
dark-eyed.
I
We're both dark-eyed.
I know. I don't.
We don't know?
No.
We don't know.
I don't know what the relevance of that fact is.
It was just a fun one.
That's
But
a fun fact.
Also, that it was archaeologists uncovered that it's possible that the people who were building the pyramids of Giza were paid in beer.
Wow, what'd they do? Find a keg still unopened or something? Who knows? I have no idea.
Isn't that interesting, though?
I guess so. Well, I mean, we're trying to be entertaining as well because everybody out there watching this understands and knows about alcoholism.
Well, I mean, there's clearly something different between the North and the South in alcohol because I'm going to throw you
Really?
for a loop here. You can buy alcohol on Sundays in the North. What is the problem down here?
Well, because it's just our social structure. It's like I believe that, that cornbread should not have sugar in it, right?
Oh, God,
And some
here we go.
believe that you can have sugar in it, but it's the Bible Belt generally, and those trends are changing. In fact, it's easier to buy alcohol in Birmingham, Alabama than it is Atlanta, Georgia on Sundays.
Is Birmingham more deep south than Atlanta?
Yes, definitely, it is.
This is very interesting. I came down
No,
below
we are
the
really
statistics in
we're
line.
digressing. Atlanta is multicultural, and that's what's great about Atlanta. But we're going into another
Yeah.
Can living in Atlanta be a reason for you to die? But that's a whole other topic.
Yes, it can if you're from the North.
Uh,
Okay.
But are you saying that there is Okay, but that's all you're saying is that it's easier to buy alcohol
On
in the
Sundays.
North. Right. Okay.
The package stores are open.
Right. Well, you can get alcohol, there's no doubt. And guess what? You can buy it ahead of the day that it's closed.
But they just did on the ballots, I think it was just this past fall down here, the brunch bill.
Right.
Be able to have alcohol on Sundays during brunch in Atlanta.
Well, it had been 12:30 forward, but now a lot of people
right.
eat brunch at 10:30. So I don't know, that law may extend now to any
It was
brunch.
passed.
Okay,
clearly.
so now at 10:30 you can have your champagne, mimosa, Bloody Mary, apparently.
Well, okay, let's talk about that because like a lot of places offer bottomless. I would say bottomless is not a good idea.
I agree, and I don't know many places that offer that anymore.
And you lose count. Like people just keep going like this and then you lose count and quickly after, that and you think you can still drive.
Right,
Crazy.
well, it depends on how quickly you consume something. It generally takes a couple of hours to metabolize 80 proof alcohol in 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces. It takes 2 hours for it to be out of your system.
So any other ENT related alcohol?
Well, yes, because alcohol irritates the stomach, and a lot of people will take,
Antacids.
they do that too. But they'll think, well, I'm going to drink tonight, so I'm going to take some Advil or some aspirin. Well, that's irritating the stomach, and you consume the alcohol, that's a double irritant, right? It leads to reflux. Alcohol is really bad on reflux as well, to reflux that up into the voice box, which is the top end of the breathing tube, and so you can aspirate. Right? It also depresses muscular rigidity when you're sleeping. So when
Muscular rigidity?
well, when you're sleeping,
Okay.
you need enough tone in the neck muscles so you don't snore or have obstructive sleep apnea. That's part of the reasons to have obstructive sleep apnea. So it affects obstructive sleep apnea, reflux, your immune system. Okay, some people have asked a friend about, why are you drinking 2 martinis eating those oysters? Well, they have hepatitis A and I'm killing the hepatitis, so I don't know if that's true or not.
I have heard that
right?
before.
So maybe, again, there are some upsides. It decreases your anxiety and kills hepatitis A in oysters.
You
but
brought
most
some
of
good
that-
stuff
but,
to the
well,
table
it can
today.
be entertaining. Other questions, not saying I'm right about it, but those opinions and just observations. So, but overall, it's like anything else in life. Do it in moderation.
And
right?
don't drive.
And
Like
don't
there's
drink
so
and
many
drive.
other ways to get a ride these days. Uber, right?
Right. Uber, Lyft, and no one's sponsoring the show.
That's right.
But it's true.
Or a friend. And if you're a friend, take their keys away from them. Don't let them drive.
That's right. Always look out because we have alternatives now. But
Please.
anyway,
Or sleep it off. Can you sleep it off?
Yes, you can.
Oh, great. There
Just
you go.
Go to sleep.
Sleep it off. Don't
Depending on
drive.
how much you've had to drink, you need to sleep a long time in many cases. So
Yes.
you just need to do everything in moderation, be considerate, because it can affect others' lives. It's not only your own, and long-term health problems can result from alcoholism,
Your
many
liver
that we
can
haven't
shut
even
down?
talked about. You can have cirrhosis of the liver. That can shut down. You need a liver transplant. It can affect your diabetes tremendously.
So if you're
hyper-
diabetic, should you drink?
No.
Oh, no. Don't drink.
Right. Certainly in severe moderation.
Severe. Is it the amount of sugars in? We're getting way off track here.
Yeah.
I love to learn.
I
but-
think we have dished out all we need
So,
today on this one.
am I going to die alcohol?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You can.
And you
right?
could kill somebody.
That's right.
So be careful out there. Maybe try the help for today and hope for tomorrow and give up drinking this weekend. And then if after the 72 hours of being alcohol free, you are going through some sort of detox, then and in all seriousness, you do need help.
Right.
And there is help out there. So that's
So
it.
anyway, thanks for joining us today. Stay tuned for our episode next week, and we'll be back with Am I Going to Die? Have a
Am
great
I
day.
going to die? And yeah, you will die. But also, think about sending us
She's
some.
running over my ending again. I mean, I
No.
had it ended. Boom.
Send
we're
us
done.
some comments. Did you enjoy this episode? Do you want to know other reasons?